My great pleasure to kick off this event by shedding some light on Copilot ecosystem that we develop as Microsoft. Few words about myself for those of you who don't know me. I'm, let's say, ex-developer myself. I build different flavors, different kinds of web experiences since late 90s of last century. I'm big fan of communities and community-driven initiatives like conferences. I organize a few meetups here in Oslo and kickstarted a few conferences. And my main areas of interest is web development, cloud, and generative AI. And what I do in Microsoft, I have a long and boring internal job title, but in the big picture, I help developers to succeed with our developer tools, and of course many of them, if not of them, are AI powered. But let's jump straight to the topic. Maybe you noticed that Microsoft introduced several copilots. So what is Copilot? This is AI powered assistant to help you with some maybe repetitive tasks, maybe mundane tasks, but not only, actually. First of all, of course, yeah, it frees up lots of space for pretty much everyone, for developers, for technical people, for business users, for them to do what really matters instead of just some boring repetitive tasks. Also, copilots can help you with, let's say, creative kinds of tasks and jobs to generate something from scratch based on some data, based on some draft. I mean, there are lots of ways copilots can help many people. And as our CEO mentioned recently at one of the conferences, Microsoft is now a Copilot company. And one of things we believe in that there'll be Copilot for everyone and everything you do. And yeah, and this is really cutting edge of today's technology in Microsoft, and there are many moving parts, I can say like this, many renamings, rebrandings, restructuring, refactoring. So sometimes it's, even for me, you know, a Microsoft employee who works directly with generative AI, hard to keep up with the pace of innovation here. So it's my great pleasure, again, to provide some clarity for you. What is Copilot ecosystem, what's available, what's possible. And also, I assume there are quite a few developers in the room. And by saying that, I don't mean like developers who code every day. Let's say people who build experiences. Maybe you use some UI-based instruments to create applications or automate processes. So it's still development, right? And still you can get support from Copilot. So Microsoft Copilot, it's basically two things. First of all, this is a separate product. And it's free. It's available for everyone. If you go just to copilot.microsoft.com, you'll find something, let's say, similar to what you find on chat.openai.com. So this is your way to chat with a very smart, very intelligent bot that can give you lots of answers on many questions, can help you with tons of different tasks, as I mentioned, categorization, classification, creating something new, everything. I mean, I'm pretty sure that everyone in this room played enough with ChatGPT, so you know what I'm talking about. Also, one of the main differences, it can ground the information to internet search. I mean, it will use Bing to find, let's say, real-time information on internet, and if it provides you with some answers, you'll find references to concrete web pages where this information comes from. I mean, of course, it's the way to reduce what's called hallucination and lesser opportunities to make up facts for these chatbots and everything. Okay, this is product. And also, this is pretty much umbrella term for lots of Copilot experiences we have to, again, help in pretty much every or almost every department of your company, or if you look at the roles inside your company, so you can easily map what your company does. Like if you work for a company or founded a company, normally like you have these tasks, right? And just to provide a bit more clarity, how exactly it can help you. Let's pick sales. You can streamline process of checking and answering emails. Definitely, you'll have more space for some more strategic thinking, for creative thinking, just by automating this, let's say, routine task, right? Or if you talk about software developers, this is close to my mind, close to my heart. Using GitHub Copilot. Well, I think I'm personally faster much more than just 55% when I build something in my code editor. If we look at different components of Microsoft Cloud, again, just to give you better structure of Copilot ecosystem. So under this umbrella of Microsoft Copilot, you'll find Copilots for pretty much all foundational components of Microsoft Cloud. For business users, we have Dynamics. For low-code, no-code experience, Power Platform. And every of these copilots contains more, I don't know how to call them, either sub-copilots or copilot experiences. If we double-click on what's going on in Copilot for Microsoft 365 ecosystem, maybe it's the most rich, most interesting ecosystem, you'll find again, different Copilot experiences in pretty much all key products we have today. So you open Word, either desktop version or online version, and you'll definitely notice Copilot icon, and it will help you to, for example, generate very nice first draft of the document, again, based on either your prompt or based on your data. Because the main power of Copilot for Microsoft 365 is the fact that it's not only using superpower of large language models, not only capable to reach out to the internet to, again, provide you with fresh information and all references, it also grounded on your data via Microsoft Graph. So if you don't know, Microsoft Graph is our one more umbrella term for all kinds of information pieces you use and store as a user of Microsoft 365 set of the products. For example, all your emails, all your calendar events, all your files. So it's all part of Microsoft Graph, and you can get answers from these copilots, from these chatbots, based exactly on your data, on your company data. And of course, like no questions about your data, is only your data. So no one else has access to this. But again, let's focus a bit more on what can you achieve, what can you use as a developer, right? And in many cases, our what we call first-party copilots, these ready-to-go products, are extendable and customizable, so you can fine-tune these copilots to make them closer to your business domain, to your business tasks. For example, you can have full control over the conversation flow. If you talk about chatbot experience, you can in quite sophisticated way automate your workflows. So for example, based on this or that request, you can trigger this or that action. You can leverage this or that connector or agent. I mean, the sky is the limit here. And also, it's like not exotic scenario when company has data outside of Microsoft Graph, right? Even if this is like very Microsoft-centric company and active users of Microsoft 365, still they have tons of potential sources of information, like external databases, knowledge bases, you name it. And you might want to pool data from these sources as well. And of course, customization is for the win here in that scenario. And in the big picture, you create more consistent, more predictable answers on, say, requests and the conversations around business topics that are key for your company. Or instead of customizing, you might want to build completely own, completely specific Copilot, and instead of relying on these first-party ones, you build something from scratch, right? If you have developers in your company, or you can use some external dev team, and if, let's say, customization possibilities of what I presented earlier is not enough, yeah, feel free to build your own application and either inject it into your existing service, or maybe you are inspired enough to create something completely new. It could be a new revenue stream for your company. Also, all opportunities are here, starting from all possible ways to use your own data, to leverage your data, getting intelligence out of your data through advanced analytic capabilities, and of course, you know that GPT models are perfect in all kinds of content generation. So, if you use customization of first-party ones, or if you build completely custom copilots, anyway, you can leverage what we call now Copilot stack. And the foundation of everything, of course, this is layer of intelligence. This is where your data is used. This is where we provide you with foundational models, like advanced ones like GPT family, or for custom copilots, you can bring your own models, like open source models. And of course, yeah, we provide you with all infrastructure needed. And yeah, for all AI-powered scenarios, we definitely need some computational power. Then we have orchestration level, and this is what you mainly focused on while you build your custom copilots. And on top of everything, like always, there is a user experience component, right? It could be exposed, again, as your completely custom application, completely custom chatbot, or you can go and fine-tune one of available copilots. Now, let me drop in a couple of product names. So, as the top layer says, you can achieve many tasks in customizing and extending first-party copilots using Copilot Studio, Microsoft Copilot Studio. If you're familiar with Power Platform, maybe you know this product, or like previous version of this product, under name of Power Virtual Agent. Now it's dramatically extended by AI capabilities. As name says, it's about agents, so it's heavily focused on chatbot-like experience. And yeah, this is it comes out of the box as software as a service solution. So yeah, you don't have to worry about where to deploy this, and all life cycle is taken care of for you. For cases when you need more customization, or when you want to create, I don't know, a completely separate service, not anyhow related to first-party copilots we provide as Microsoft, Azure AI Studio is a great helper for you. And I know that in next session you will see Azure AI Studio in action, so get ready for this. And yeah, this is a unified experience for everything. This is where you can start from picking the model that works for you. Again, you are not limited to the models that's exposed by OpenAI only. You can pick from a variety of open source models. And also, yeah, everything for integrating your own data. And for any kind of experience you build with Microsoft, you are protected with our responsible AI framework. And you know, Microsoft is an enterprise-focused organization, so we know how to make things in safe and secure way. This is why, yeah, this of course this is wrap of everything. Okie doke, just a bit more information about these two products I mentioned. Copilot Studio, and then of my slide deck, I will share QR code with all links gathered, this presentation gathered, and my LinkedIn profile is also there. So get ready to take out your mobile phones to scan the link to have everything available for you. Copilot Studio, you can either build your own Copilot from scratch. Again, even though it will be based on Microsoft software service infrastructure, it still cannot be closely related to first-party Copilots we have. Or you can customize, for example, pick Copilot for Microsoft 365 and add new data sources, add new workflows, everything. And regardless of build new or customize, you have one unified platform with connectors, agents, everything that's like pluggable and easy, streamlined experience for the developers. And of course, again, back to the statement that Microsoft is an enterprise-focused company. You, as administrator of Copilot Studio, you have full control, and you fully govern all the experiences that created in this studio by, for example, your teammates, your employees. I mean, everything is under control. What to build, how to build, and how that used. This is life cycle of building your own Copilot, and in many cases this is absolutely relevant for case of customization of the Copilot. Normally it all starts with adding your own knowledge to the table. Again, in 99.9% of scenarios, you have to inject your own data. I mean, you don't want to expose just a wrapped version of ChatGPT for your customers and for your employees, right? So you involve your own data. Then, based on your key business domain, based on your key business, let's say, areas, you can double down on specific topics and you can clarify how to answer this or that. You can build like better, fully controllable workflows here. You can attach, first of all, create and attach variety of actions and plugins, and there is whole ecosystem of plugins already available. I mean, connecting this or that database. In many cases, this is just a drag and drop experience for you. And after all, you publish everything, and then you have full control over monitoring, optimizing, and everything. And if you talk about publishing, as I mentioned, you don't have to worry about where to deploy this application, because this is not like, let's say, full-scale application in case of Copilot Studio. This is something that you get out of the box as a software as a service, and depending on the number of channels you have available, yeah, you have almost limitless opportunities, right? It could be part of Microsoft Copilot itself as a chatbot. It could be part of Teams as a plugin, and many other options here. And second product, Azure AI Studio, just super briefly, because as I mentioned, in the next session you will see a live demo of this. This is more for developers, or like for people who can code, right? So who are comfortable with coding, because I forgot to say that everything that I mentioned in Copilot Studio achievable either with no code approach, literally when you just drag and drop components, pick some parameters from drop down lists and configure, or low code if you just provide some, I don't know, some tiny snippets of code to have some custom experience. Azure AI Studio is for more technical audience, and this is again end-to-end platform for you, for your team to build completely new Copilot. And of course, now you are no longer limited to, let's say, AI assistant-like experience, to chatbot-like experience. No, it's about LLM-powered applications in general. I already mentioned that it gives you possibility to pick one of the models. If you wish something from GPT family, you are welcome. If you wish something from open source models like Llama from Meta, you are also welcome. All tools to streamline experience with injecting your own data and search provide you with full development life cycles. I mean, in real world, development is not just building some code for application and it's done. It doesn't work like this, right? So after you developed, you have to deploy, then you have to monitor, then you have to optimize. And yeah, we have lots of components here. You're covered by Azure AI Studio. And of course, like everything in Microsoft, and specifically everything in Microsoft related to AI, it's safe and a part of responsible AI framework. Technically, this is a set of capabilities from what we call Azure AI services, set of APIs ready for enriching your application with AI capabilities. tools for developers to streamline experience on all kinds of orchestration when you build the application itself, this orchestration layer, and of course models. In many cases, you don't need to spend too many dollars on this top-notch GPT-4 or I don't know, other expensive models. For many tasks, you can just pick something open source, you can spin up virtual machine with this model, and then you just pay for this virtual machine itself, right? So you don't pay for every single API call you do for this. Of course, you'll find a proper balance after some experimentation. Yeah, so to sum up, what to choose? Copilot Studio or Azure AI Studio, depending on your needs, right? You can, if you're comfortable with low code or no code and it's enough for your task to just pick some first-party Copilot and customize it, maybe Copilot Studio is the lowest hanging fruit for you. Otherwise, Azure AI Studio is always available. That's it from myself. As I promised, this is QR code where you'll find link to this deck. We'll find link to AI Studio, to Copilot Studio, lots of other useful resources, and of course, don't forget to send connection request to me on LinkedIn. There's also part of the link. It's my great pleasure to accept all your requests. That's it from myself. Thank you very much.